Hello, grade 10 health warriors. It's me again. And now, this is our last stream for this grading. Time flies so fast. Still, I'm your Mapeh teacher for today, Sir Alfred Santos from Malinta National High School, and welcome once again to Valenzuela live streaming. But before we start, let us first be reminded with our online etiquette. Come on time at the scheduled time. Find a quiet and comfortable place where you can concentrate on listening to the live streaming teacher. Be respectful to other learners' opinions and comments. Be polite when posting your own comments. Participate during the live stream discussion. You can type your answers in the comment section. I hope everyone will be guided by the rules for us to maintain order during our session. So, allow me to give you the competencies that you are about to learn on this day. At the end of the lesson, you are expected to explain the different kinds of complementary and alternative healthcare modalities. 2. Explains the importance of consumer laws to protect public health. 3. Identify national and international government agencies and private organizations that implement programs for consumer protection. And participate in programs for consumer welfare and protection. Before we start our lesson, let us first review what we have learned from the previous topic. Will you please help me recall our discussion in health last time? Yes, it is about consumer health, particularly health professions, specialists, and health services. How about the different forms of quackery? Will you enumerate them? Very good! The forms of quackery are medical quackery, nutrition quackery, and device quackery. To energize everyone's mind, come and join me in exploring the magical garden of Dongsky as we learn new things through our activities. Let's start our mission today. Dongsky is a grade 10 student. He loves gardening and planting different kinds of plants. Now, let's visit his garden. What do you observe to Donkey's garden? Yes, it consists of various plants like herbs. How many herbal plants have you seen in the garden? 5? Great! You've got it! Can you point out the herbs in the garden? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 herbal plants in this garden. Let us go to the other side of his garden. Can you see the other herbal plants in this garden? That's great! How many herbs have you seen in this garden? 5? Perfect! Let us see whether you got it correct. Now, let's count the number of herbal plants in this garden. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 herbal plants in this garden. Excellent! Alright, so how many herbs have you seen in Donkey's garden? 5 plus 5 equals 10. There are 10 herbal plants we see in the garden. Very good! Now, all the things you have seen in the garden will guide you for the next activity. I prepared a simple activity named Garden of Herbs. All you have to do is to unscramble the letters below the statement. Read the medicinal value to answer what is being asked. You may write your answer in a piece of paper for submission or use the comment box to participate. You have 10 seconds to answer each question. Let's begin with the first item. 1. For ringworm and other skin infection. 2. For supplements in treating diabetes, burns, and coughs. 3. For blood pressure control and also used as antibacterial. 4. For use as antiseptic to disinfect wounds, for tooth decay and gum infection. 5. For cough and asthma. 'Let us find the answers. 1. Acapulco. 2. Ampalaya. 3. Bawang. 4. Bayabas. 5. Lagundi. If you answered 5 out of 5 correctly, then you did excellent. Congratulations! Doing great! Aside from these 5 herbal plants, we have also 5 more other herbal medicines which uses to cure our illnesses, like nyog-nyogan, sambong, tiang-gubat, pansit-pansitan, and yerba buena. These 10 herbal plants are the approved herbal medicine by the Department of Health. Today, we're going to talk about complementary and alternative healthcare modalities. Let us define the word alternative medicine. Alternative medicine is defined loosely as a set of products, practices, and theories that are believed or perceived by their users to have the healing effects of medicine, but whose effectiveness has not been clearly established using scientific methods. It is used in place of standard medical care. Next is complementary medicine. Complementary medicine, a range of medical therapies that fall beyond the scope of scientific medicine that may be used alongside in the treatment of disease and ill health. Example, acupuncture. Let us have a short trivia. Did you know that the month of November, we celebrate the month of traditional and alternative healthcare medicine? Republic Act 8423 is also known as the Traditional and Alternative Medicine Act of 1997, which aimed to promote and advocate traditional medicine in the Philippines in 1997. Traditional and Alternative Medicines Act is an act creating the Philippines Institute of Traditional and Alternative Healthcare to accelerate the development of traditional and alternative healthcare in the Philippines, whereas proven safe, effective, and affordable. 1 M. Flavier implemented and passed this law on December 9, 1997. So here are the herbs and their functions which are proven and tested to have medicinal value approved by the Department of Health. The first one is Lagundi, for the treatment of cough and asthma. Tula simang bato or pansit-pansitan, it lowers uric acid such as rheumatism and gout. Bawang, a supplement in reducing cholesterol level and blood pressure control. Bayabas, for use as antiseptic to disinfect wounds, for mouthwash and gum infection. Yerba buena, for relief from body aches and pains. Sambong, a supplement in treating hypertension, kidney stones, rheumatism, cough, and colds. Ampalaya, a supplement in treating diabetes, burns, and coughs. It also lowers blood sugar level. Niyog-nyogan, for the elimination of intestinal parasites. Chaangguban, for the treatment of skin allergies, diarrhea, and stomach ache. Acapulco, for ringworm and other skin infections. We have also other forms of alternative medicine being practiced or used to improve our health. Example of alternative medicine: acupuncture, a system of integrative medicine that involves pricking the skin or tissues with needles, used to alleviate pain and to treat various physical, mental, and emotional conditions. Ventosa. This procedure is done by placing inverted glasses that have flames from burning cotton on specific points in the body. It is believed to relieve muscle and joint pains. Reflexology. Similar to acupuncture, reflexology focuses on treating specific disorders through massaging the soles of the feet. Acupressure uses the same technique as of acupuncture. The only difference is that acupressure does not use needles but hands to apply pressure on certain points of the body. Nutrition therapy, a treatment approach of a medical condition by providing a tailored diet for the patient. Massage therapy. Massage therapy is another form of alternative medicine which is known to improve one's well-being. It is generally believed to result in good circulation of the blood. It helps in reducing muscle pains and stiffness. It also provides relief from stress. There are four major domains of complementary and alternative medicine. These are mind-body medicine, biological-based practices, manipulative and body-based methods, and energy medicine. Mind-body medicine uses mental exercise in the belief that the brain is central to the health of an individual. Example: meditation, yoga, and prayer. Biological-based practices are taking herbal medicine and availing special diets and vitamins. Example: dietary supplements, amino acids, and herbal products. Manipulative body-based methods are bodily kinesthetic in nature and are concerned with movement therapy. Example: chiropractic, reflexology, and massage. Energy medicine uses magnetic fields or biofields in the belief that the energy fields may enter various points of the body. Example: therapeutic touch, magnetic therapy, and light therapy. Complementary and alternative medicine is treatments that are applied along with typical and accepted medical treatments but are not considered standard. These are herbal medicine, magnetic fields, nutrition therapy, acupressure, movement therapy, and mental exercise. What is the difference between complementary and alternative medicine? Complementary medicine is used together with conventional medicine. On the other hand, alternative medicine is used in place of conventional medicine. Complementary medicine uses aromatherapy to help lessen a patient's discomfort following surgery. In alternative medicine, it uses a special diet to treat cancer instead of undergoing surgery, radiation, or chemotherapy. I have a question. Does any of you experience using complementary and alternative medicine? What was it? Will you recommend it to others? Why? You may write your answers on a paper and submit them to your Mapeh teacher. Under the enacted Consumer Act of the Philippines, the state shall implement measures to prevent every consumer to protect against inaccurate information. Thus, to protect their health as well as others. And this is what we call Consumer Protection Law. Consumers' welfare and protection. It is the policy of the state to protect the interests of the consumer, promote his general welfare, and establish standards of conduct for business and industry. The government plays an important role in providing us with our protection since we all have consumer rights and privileges guaranteed by law for the products and services we acquire. The Consumer Act of the Philippines is a law that protects the interests of the consumer, promotes the general welfare, and establishes standards of conduct for business and industry. Also, as a wise consumer, you need to know the different laws that can protect and help you. Let us try to discuss them. Consumer's right. The right to basic needs. Guarantees survival, adequate food, clothing, shelter, healthcare, and education. The right to safety is the right to be protected against the marketing of goods or the provisions of services that are hazardous to health and life. The right to information is the right to be protected against dishonest or misleading advertising or labeling, and the right to be given the facts and informations needed to make an informed choice. The right to choose is the right to choose products at competitive prices with an assurance of satisfactory quality. The right to representation is the right to express consumers' interest in the making and execution of government policies. The right to redress is the right to be compensated for misrepresentation, shoddy goods, or unsatisfactory services. The right to consumer education is the right to acquire the knowledge and skills necessary to be an informed consumer. The right to healthy environment is the right to live and work in an environment that is neither threatening nor dangerous, and which permits a life of dignity and well-being. As we go on with the discussion, let me ask you this. Have you practiced your rights as a consumer? What are the instances that you practice your consumer's rights? You may write your answers on a clean sheet of paper and submit it to your Mapeh teacher. Now, let us continue. There are also various government agencies and private organizations that help and protect healthcare consumers. The international and national government agencies that implement consumer protections are the following. The Food and Drug Administration is responsible for protecting and promoting public health by controlling and supervising over food safety, tobacco products, dietary supplements, prescription and over-the-counter pharmaceutical drugs, vaccines, biopharmaceuticals, blood transfusions, medical devices, electronic magnetic radiation emitting devices, cosmetics, animal foods and feed and veterinary products. The Department of Trade and Industry is the executive department of the Philippine government that is tasked as the main economic department that enables innovative, competitive, job-generating, inclusive business and empowers consumers. It acts as a catalyst to build a private sector in order to accelerate and sustain economic growth through comprehensive industrial growth strategy, progressive and socially responsible trade liberalization, deregulation programs, and policy making designed for the expansion and diversification of Philippine trade, both domestic and foreign. The Department of Health, the executive department of the government of the Philippines, that is mainly responsible for ensuring access to basic public health services by all Filipinos by providing quality health care and regulating all health services and products available. The Consumers Union of the Philippines is a union of consumers throughout the country for mutual benefits. Its primary objective ever since is to educate the people of their consumers' rights, protect their welfare in an aggressive and competitive industry, and provide legal advice and assistance to those consumers victimized by unscrupulous businessmen and unfair trade practices. Consumers International is a membership organization for consumer groups around the world, founded on April 1, 1960. It has over 250 member organizations in 120 countries. Its head office is based in London, England, with regional offices in Latin America, Asia Pacific, Middle East, and Africa. Consumers International is not for-profit company limited by guarantee. The World Health Organization is a specialized agency of the United Nations responsible for international public health. The World Health Organization Constitution, which establishes the agency's governing structure and principles, states its main objective as the attainment by all peoples of the highest possible level of health. Now, let's have an activity. This is called Advisor Lane. If a consumer has a complaint, how should the consumer address this complaint? You may write your answer on a piece of paper or in a comment section. The choices are refund, repair, and replace. I will give you 10 seconds to answer each question. Number 1. Leia's parents gave her money to buy a pair of jeans to pair with the jacket she got for her birthday. She ordered online, asking for her size and color. But when the jeans came, though the color was fine, the jeans didn't fit her size. What advice can you give to Leia? Go! Number 2. Rose, a mother, buys a snack for her 3-year-old son. When she opened the snack, it smelled awful and the snack looked soggy. What advice can you give to Rose? Go! Number 3. Anna and Philip got a new mountain bike from the same shop with the same brand. After using their bikes for a week, Philip's bike was fine, but Anna's gear is no longer working. What advice can you give to Anna? Go! Number 4. Lisa acquired a round-trip ticket for a travel abroad, but the air flight was cancelled due to the destination lockdown. What can you advise Lisa? Go! Number 5. Joey bought a beauty product from a store. When she got home, he noticed that the label of the products said it was already expired. What can you advise Joey? Go! Now, let us find the answers. 1. C. Replace. 2. A. Refund. 3. C. Repair. 4. C. Refund. 5. C. Replace. Did you get all the answers correct? Impressive! Now, I am very confident that you can already use the skills I discussed today. Grab your pen and paper and write your answers on your notes, or if you want to directly answer, you may do so by writing it in the comments. Read carefully the statement and identify the agency being asked. You have 10 seconds to answer each item after questions have been read. Ready? Let's begin. Number 1. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. Number 5. Let us find the answers. Number 1, Department of Trade and Industry. Number 2, Department of Health. Number 3, Food and Drug Administration. Number 4, World Health Organization. And number 5, Consumer Protection. Did you get all the answers correct? You all did great in our activity. To summarize, here are the key points of what we have learned today. A consumer has rights mandated by law. These are privileges that an individual is guaranteed of health products and services. Consumer health refers to the decision you make about the purchase of products and use of health information and services that will have a direct effect on your health. By knowing your consumer's right, you have the power to report illegal and fraudulent health products and services. There are different national and international government agencies and private organizations that implement programs for consumer protection. For your additional activity, you may choose one of the given tasks and submit it to your Mapeh teacher. Once again, this is Sir Alfred Santos, your Mapeh teacher, and always remember, stay safe and healthy everyone. God bless us all.